Miller, three on the way. Miller, the alley inside and a two-hand jam. Dwayne Wade. Here he is on the finishing end. Up top, there's Rashard Lewis. Bang from downtown. First stop, erased by Bosch. LeBron shot, got it, and fouled to hit the deck, and he'll go to the line. LeBron James hammering home another fast break score for the Heat. Wade finding Battier for three, got it. NBA champs! The Heat have won it! We're NBA champions! Kings of the Hill!
Combined with their triumph in 2006, the Heat has now become the 10th franchise in NBA history to win more than one championship.
Let the coronation begin! LeBron James has helped crown Miami a champion of the basketball world for the second time in franchise history. There'll be another parade down beautiful Biscayne Boulevard.
Last season's championship didn't satisfy their collective appetite. Instead, it sparked an even greater motivation to repeat as champions.
There's no better feeling in the world than consider yourself the world champions. I haven't felt that feeling since '06, and it's burned inside of me to get that feeling again. And even if it's for a week or a month or however long you have that feeling, it still is the best feeling in the world to have that feeling. And that's what we play for.
Something sunk in. I said, man, you know, it's a shame that everybody can't feel like this. You know, it's but that's what makes it so unique, and that's what makes it special. You know, that the fact that everybody can't do it. You know, it's only earned from one team a year, and that's when it kind of hit me like, man, we got to do this again.
We've got to be ready and realize what we did last year was fantastic and fun and what we were all set out to do. But we also got an organization, a city, everybody that's banking on us to come out here and do it again. So we got to be able to be prepared and motivated to do it again ourselves.
My motivation is just think about the Michael Jordans, the Kobes, the Magics, the Birds, Dr. J. There's people with multiple rings, you know, want to be mentioned with those guys and, you know, always be labeled as a winner, somebody that left an impact in the NBA.
I'm not satisfied, you know, and I always I talk about the history of the game. I know the history of the game, and I think, you know, champions, you know, it happens, you know, but I think, you know, legends, you know, you become legendary when you win more than one championship. You know, and that's my next goal.
The quest to defend their title will certainly have its obstacles, just as there were following the Heat's first title.
The Baby Bulls grew up. There'll be a new champion in the NBA. The Chicago Bulls have eliminated the Miami Heat, swept them in 4.
But it's a challenge this Heat team feels they are better prepared to take on.
We have guys that understand now. Me and Dwayne understand now what it takes to repeat. We didn't understand that at first. Over the years, you know, like I said, being knocked down, having the worst record, being injured, being hurt, we understand, you know, the value of actually winning a championship and what it means to be a world champion and what it means to defend that. And coming in with that mindset, I think we understand what we have to do. I think the sky's the limit because we have multiple guys that won championships. We know guys that we know what it takes, and we have true professionals. We have guys that know what it means to actually be a part of this league.
We'll have the confidence of knowing that we did it and that feeling of knowing how to do it again, but it's so tremendously difficult, and it's going to take our mind, body, and soul again.
Every night somebody's going to come with their best game. You know, understanding that we're defending the champs every night, we're going to have to prepare to play 48 minutes. 4 quarters from start to finish. We can't come out and you know, shadow box for a little while. Everybody's gonna bring it, and we got to match that intensity and play at a high level every night.
Toughest part is just the NBA as a whole. You know, you get back to playing 82 games. You know, it's never easy.
We have new personnel. We have Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis. We were relatively injury-free last year. We're going to go through a new adversity this year. I don't know what the adversity is, but every team goes through it. It's always a work in progress. You never have it all figured out.
I think everyone understands we're going to have to work, that much harder, and where we're going to have to, tweak certain things just to be able to, get back there and to be able to defend this title.
It doesn't matter if it's your first time, your second time, your ninth time. It's hard to do it, and there's a reason why championships are rewarded the way they are. It's because it's not easy, and that's what makes this organization special, to have a couple of them.
Middle of the week, NBA basketball inside that building, the Heat's house, the American Airlines Arena in Miami, where it is game number 5 for the 3-1 Heat. Tonight they'll take on the Brooklyn Nets. We hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us here on Sunsports. 98th game between the Nets and the Heat, a series the Heat lead 56-41, having won 10 straight against the Nets. Tonight's tip of the game brought to you by Papa John's. Our officials, Mike Callahan, Josh Tiven, and Tony Brown. South Florida and the Heat Nation, glad you're with us. Off we go on another Miami splitting their first 2 at home, a win against Toronto and a disappointing loss the other night against Minnesota. Off the steal, here comes Wade for LeBron.
4 guys touch the ball. The steal by Bosh, the dunk by LeBron.
For a contested shot. That's an interesting comment as Bosh comes away with a steal. The hit ahead for LeBron. Look out!
Another great pass by Chalmers, hitting LeBron.
Reverse replay.
Good job by Chalmers. In stride, hits LeBron, who he knew would catch up to that pass. That's knowing your teammate. Just knowing that LeBron running step in step with Lopez the other night against Phoenix.
Allen keeping the dribble alive. Bogans defending Wade. Help from Teletovic. More help needed. Dwayne Wade blowing by 2 net defenders.
Teletovic tried to get over there to help, but Wade was too quick on the dribble and on the jump.
Largest lead so far tonight by Miami. Dwayne Wade coming to life. 6 of the Heat's last 8 points, and Miami does have a lead of 9. Now Dwayne Wade chiming in, and stay tuned for a look at a 25th anniversary moment brought to you by South and Vista, your Dade and Broward BMW centers. Tonight we'll focus on Dwayne Wade and an incredible pair of blocks against the Nets center. Tomorrow afternoon. The steal by Wade. Brooks is back. LeBron gives help. Look out!
You knew it was coming, Eric. As soon as you give the ball up, it's a magnet. The other guy's going to get the dunk. That the Heat are volatile in the open court. As soon as Dwayne Wade threw the ball to LeBron, it was Dwayne Wade who was going to get the dunk at the end of this. They complement each other so well. They read each other so well. And that's why the Heat